I'm gonna do something fucking crazy. I'm gonna get off the internet for 6 months and play 6 hours of guitar a day, and then come back and do I don't even know what. I was on TikTok last night, saw some guy making a video like, I'm gonna leave everything and in 6 months I'll come back and I won't have gone on social media and shit, and I'll be ripped because I'll train every day, no days off, stuff like that. Just really cringy shit, but also inspiring stuff. A lot of people are just making videos like that for virtue signaling and like, oh look, I'm better than you and I can do this and this. But there's also a healthy part to that, and it just, um, I think generally speaking, I can benefit from it, and fuck, I don't want to talk about stuff I don't do anymore. I can't stand it. So this video is going to be unlisted until I actually made it. But I just, you know, social media is what it is. It's not inherently good or bad. It's how you use it, right? But I think it's important to have fun and shit. But it's just like, I think it's not worth it for me to be on it right now. And sadly, even though I don't think it's right for me, it's part of my job to go on there and market myself and try to reach out to people and shit. But it's just exhausting, and there are diminishing returns. Like if you stay a lot on there, you get less done than if you just go like a few minutes a day. But I can't go a few minutes a day. I find myself just scrolling all the time and looking up shit I don't need to look up, and just wasting my time, wasting my life really, and I can't stand it. I don't want to make grand statements anymore. I've been saying that on the second channel for forever. Like all those facecam videos I made, like there are about maybe 10 of them. I say it in every video. It's hard for me to talk, and I don't want to talk too much because then people won't take me seriously. And yeah, I don't really take myself seriously, because I'm trying to be a musician, but I'm not where I want to be, and I don't take the necessary steps to improve. So for the first time, I'm gonna practice consistently, and maybe I'll be closer to where I want to be. I mean, for sure, I'll be closer to where I want to be. It's going to be a drastic improvement if I actually meet my goals, and on track to meet them because I'm going to start in January playing 6 hours of guitar a day. And right now I have a system to like train to get there, because you can't obviously go from almost nothing to 6 hours. So I'll play 18 minutes more every day. Today I played 18 minutes, tomorrow 36. I'm gonna just keep going till the end of December, and then start in January really doing it. I hope I'm able to throw like 2 hours of singing and voice healing in there. I have a bunch of issues with my voice and shit, and it'd be dope to do some ear training in piano and bass, and have my mom be my online manager, and just as a challenge, not check anything, like just like give my email address to everybody and just put my fucking credentials in a safe somewhere and not touch it, like not log on to Reddit, Discord, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and shit. Just go off of it for 6 months and like make a TikTok every day, because it's such low effort and high reward. And yeah, it's fuck man, I thought about this and I was like, I got scared because the idea felt crazy, but it's the opposite that's crazy. It's making music. I think is pretty good, and just like making it all the time, like just the fact that I keep making this music that I think is pretty good but really deserves to be worked on more and stuff. It's not good, like I want my shit to sound really good. I want to be a better producer. I want to be able to mix my stuff myself, because that shit is expensive AF. I want to be able to master my stuff myself. I want to be able to play drums, because Gabby, my drummer, wants to be an engineer right now, so he won't be that available. I want to play bass because my bass player lives at the other end of the country, and it's just, I can play with them, but it's also so cool to be able to do all that stuff myself. It's more impressive, it's more marketable, and it's going to make me a better musician all around. You know, if you play drums, you're gonna have a better timing on guitar and all that stuff. And I just, that stuff I've wanted to make for years. Like I wanted in 2016 to make a first album and do almost everything on it, and maybe have Gabby like play drums on it, but that's it. And it took me so long to get there, and now that I'm actually doing it, I'm thinking, why not take it further, you know? Because that idea I had, it's not crazy, you know? It's not crazy at all. It's pretty reasonable, in fact, because talent is the most important thing I can be after right now, you know? Like, I wouldn't do shit if I had a million right now, you know? Like, if I had a million, I could, like, schedule a tour and market my stuff and have a bunch of ads, but nobody would care that much because I don't think it's as compelling as it can be. Like, I'd rather do that, you know? I'd rather succeed in playing 6 hours of guitar a day for 6 months than have a million, like, legit, actually, you know? Because that's not... Maybe the 6 hours of guitar a day for 6 months can... First off, they can bring me more than a million in my whole lifespan, you know? It's an investment, and also it's just... Is that really what I want to do, you know? Is that really what I want to fucking do? Release music that I think is okay, and then just expect something to happen out of the blue? Would I even be happy if like Summer blew up one day? I don't think so. I think it's a cool album, but I think it can do so fucking much better, and I think it'd be so much more fun, you know, to really grind and really... I fucking hate the grinding mentality and that word and stuff, but for lack of a better word, you know, just practice all the time and grind and really make a bunch of videos and make a bunch of better albums and make a bunch of music videos and overcome all the challenges that will be there, like changing my name from Tanguy to Tanguy Blanchard, because I think that's who I am and that's who I want to be and that's who I was scared to be, and it's a beautiful symbol and shit. That'd be so much cooler, you know, to really go through a lot of shit before I break. Like, am I even gonna enjoy it? Like, let's say, I don't fucking know. Let's take a stupid example. Let's take my song Feels. I think it's a pretty good electronica song, and like, what if it blew up in the electronica world and I was offered a tour and I just did a bunch of rock shit and people lost their minds and it was great? Would I really actually enjoy it? I don't think so. Because I would feel like I don't really deserve it, you know? I never practiced. There are so many musicians who actually have like genuinely better chances than me and just deserve it more, because I don't know. I don't feel like I'm even on the right track right now, and I may be wrong, but the fact that I think that I'm not, you know, I think the knowingness attracts the fact. Like, if I know I'm really good at music, I think it's gonna be much easier to make it, even if I'm not actually really good, you know. If I'm really convinced of it, that creates a charisma that people can't help but you know, be receptive to. And I just don't have that charisma because I always feel like I'm not doing enough, and I can't feel that way anymore. I can't stand making half-assed stuff. I can't stand explaining myself. I can't stand always trying to rationalize it and be like, oh, the next album will be better or stuff like that. And I made this Cry of the Heart trailer a couple days ago, uploaded it to YouTube yesterday and wanted to just make it go live, but then I was like, oh fuck, I can't have it be out on the 7th of January because of the name change and all that stuff, and also, you know, the video, it's not the right resolution and that stuff, I have to re-upload it, but who cares? Like, a few minutes before midnight yesterday I just uploaded it because I want to be held accountable. I want to have guidelines and I want to have deadlines to meet. I want to have goals, and I want to be judged, really, you know. Please judge me, as 15-year-old Billie Eilish said in her Vanity Fair interview. Please judge me please. I don't know exactly how she worded it, but you need the judgment of other people, you know. And I don't need it when I'm in the process of creating. You know, I'm completely free from any external expectations, and I say bad words, and I write songs in ways that don't make sense, and the tempo sometimes is flowing, and there are some key changes and shit, and a lot of my songs don't even have a chorus, and a lot of my songs are improvised, and that's not what bothers me about my songs. You know, I mean, I probably never stop improvising in my songs, but I don't want to make albums like Cry of the Heart anymore after this one because of the quality of the performance and the quality of the recording and all that stuff. And I wanna be unprofessionally professional. You know, I wanna be like 1999 Muse or something, with great talent and breaking all the rules and shit. Um, yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that one. The judgment of others is just necessary on so many levels. Like, I want people to like my music, but that doesn't mean I'll change the songwriting to fit their expectations. But it would just be best for everybody if the performance was better, if the, the recording was better, and if everything was better, really. Like, that doesn't mean I'm selling out. I just want to be a better musician, and that was the point from the beginning, you know? Like, music is so fucking fun, and I've had so much fun making it, and from the beginning. Like, I had fun when I was like 13 in a jazz band, and I didn't have fun all the time. I didn't practice all that much, so I could have had more fun, but it was really fun, being at the rehearsals and messing around and smiling at each other during the concerts and shit, and catching the other's look when someone made a mistake and stuff, and catching the other's look when someone made a great fill or something. It's so fun, but I think I've had enough pure fun, I think I need a little bit of discipline. It's so healthy to have it, and really, I think it's going to be so good to see my own improvement, and for others to see my own improvement, and give me feedback on it. Yeah, I can't wait. Like, it's the judgment of others is especially needed for me because I can't support myself on my own. I make no money from my music, so I need my parents to help me out, and I think. No matter how viral I could go during these 6 months, if I made a bunch of YouTube videos and shit, I think it's just better to prove them that I have discipline and stuff. Oh shit. I didn't switch the audio driver. Whatever, I'll keep going. Yeah, I had to switch to Audacity because Cubase is acting up. Sometimes when you switch the driver, it doesn't come back to the right one after, and the whole project is unusable because you can't record with your interface anymore. I think I'm going to teach myself Reaper in these 6 months because the cracked version of Cubase I have, that's a joke by the way, that's illegal. It doesn't work right, crashes all the time and shit. It has to do with my shitty crap top, of course, but it's just the judgment of others. It's key. Like, it's better for me to just show my parents I have discipline and stuff, because like YouTube, it gives you no fucking money, and streaming doesn't either, and like you have to wait to be a bigger channel to have sponsors and that sort of thing. And especially if you make covers and that stuff, you can't monetize that, and sometimes your videos even get blocked, and it's just like, the main things I should be after right now are talent and exposure, but honestly the exposure, I think it's just better for me to get it from like TikTok, because right now I don't have a good PC to edit videos. I don't have all the stuff I need, and it's more important to me personally to be talented than to be like internet famous or whatever. And 6 months is a long time on the internet landscape, but I'm confident that I won't lose that many subscribers, and I can go back stronger than I was and stuff. And really, realistically, what I should do is I should play 6 hours of guitar a day and like keep making a video every month to keep my momentum going. But I kinda like extremes, you know. I kinda want to do it for the challenge, and I kinda want to do it for the realness of it, like so I can come back with videos saying, yo, I haven't been on YouTube for 6 months, and you know, if I actually haven't uploaded, people will believe me more easily, and that's more viral potential and all that stuff, which is stuff I actually think about, you know. I don't think about it when I create, but um, you know, might as well when I create music. I mean, the videos, yeah, I do think about it a little bit. Um, yeah, I mean, I have so much shit to do, guys. You wouldn't even you wouldn't even know. Like I haven't. I organized maybe 10% of my 2017 recordings, something like that. I have like almost 20,000 recordings sitting on hard drives and shit, and like if one of those hard drives fail, like I'm gonna fall into a deep fucking depression. Like I need to actually organize my stuff, and it's gonna take me days and days and days of work, and I don't even know if I'll be done in 6 months, because the 6 hours of guitar a day are going to, you know, 6 hours is actually it's a long time. Like I'm counting the stretching and stuff in there, but I'll need some breaks and stuff, so that's gonna take a lot of my day, especially if I want to sing too. I really need to get my mom on digital marketing and that sort of thing. But yeah, I've just, for a while now, I've been thinking about upgrading the quality of my YouTube videos, and sometimes you have to just take a step back, because the way things are right now, it's really easy for me to create, and it's extremely hard for me to actually practice. And I just really need to get that discipline going now, because it's getting worse every single day, and it's going to be a harder slope to climb every new day basically that I'm just creating. I think is actually a loss. You know, I really fucking love the last video I made, the real video, like the pretending cover, but it was exhausting and it showed me my limits, and I have to make videos like that, but I just can't now. You know, I can't right now. I think I mean, it's gonna be so much easier to make videos in 6 months if I actually did what I said I'm gonna do. It's gonna be so easy, and I'm gonna be able to pump out videos like crazy, and the discipline I'm gonna get from the guitar playing is going to apply to everything else. And that's just great, and that's what I've been wanting forever, and yeah, I'm doing it. Honestly, I don't think it's the best choice, but I'm just doing it to kind of feel a little crazy, you know, to kind of feel like, oh, shit's real, you know. I like a challenge, I like a real challenge, I like something extreme. I made 7 albums in 6 months. I said I was gonna make 6, I made 7. I'm a fucking crazy guy, and I even threw in a eighth one on top of it at the end. So yeah, I don't really know what to say anymore. I'm just really far behind in terms of the work I need to do, and I think the time is now. You know, I think with COVID and stuff, you know, people just have no idea how to cope with it and how to deal with it, and I don't either. So I rather just stay inside, and I think that's what everyone should do for the next 6 months. And I don't think the vaccine is going to save us too soon. You know, I think things for the first half of 2021 are going to be extremely rough. So that's the perfect time to do it. It's like a message from God, and I don't really believe in God, by the way. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious about it, but that's just an expression when I'm saying that. It's so unnecessary. Yeah, I'm going to play 6 hours of guitar a day for 6 months and not being on the internet, and I think I'm going to make a TikTok every day. That's just, you know, I've been thinking about this for about like 13 hours, so it's really like just only the beginning. I might have changed everything up entirely. I might have posted a bit on YouTube, I don't know. I might have already changed my Spotify name and that sort of thing. I might have, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but this is the first draft, let's say. This is the idea I'm having right now, and I think it's going to be great. If I actually make it, I'm going to be extremely proud of myself. I think it's much harder than to make 6 albums, because Well, it's as I said, it's really easy for me to create. I don't know. I just like myself. Like I like jerking off to myself, like metaphorically. You know, I like watching my own videos and and watching myself and listening to myself, mixing my stuff, recording my stuff. It's tedious. It's hard work, but I do it. You know, I do it, and it doesn't take all that much out of me. It's hard, but it was only hard to do because I wasn't in the best place when I did that, and I'm confident like with discipline and stuff I can produce an album a month consistently for like my whole life probably. So that's not really what I want to improve. I just want to be a better singer, a better guitar player, pianist, bassist, musician, all around, producer, mixer, mastering engineer. I want to be, you know, I want to be a crazy man. I want to be a mad lad. I want to be like the next French Kiwi Juice or some kind of shit like that. But you know, not like him. But just not just in my own way. I don't want to be an acoustic singer songwriter that can't really sing and just has some good songs. Like, and I think that's kind of what I am right now, and I don't like that. Yeah. That's basically it. I'll keep rambling for about 1 minute, but this has been a long time coming. You know, I always wanted to do this, and I think you know I would never have taken the decision back then, but I think that's something along the lines of what I should have done from March of 2019 when I decided I was going to be a pro musician. Like, because what I did is I experimented a lot and stuff, but I let the experimentation break all of my momentum. Like I was like, I'm just going to experiment and that's it. I'm just going to play a few jams, play with a new band, make a YouTube video every month or something, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. And so that was actually it sounded good in my head, but what ended up happening is I had no discipline. I kept playing video games and doing all that stuff I don't want to do. So I think that's really where it starts. It's the discipline. And I look at all my favorite musicians, and they all put in so many hours and became like not necessarily virtuosos, but became transcending musicians in their youth, really. And I'm going to turn 20, and I don't think I'm especially late, but I just have to put in that work at some point in my life, you know? I think I have so many good ideas, and I don't think I'll ever be able to actually make them into anything if I don't do this work now. And those 20,000 recordings, I know the sunk cost thing is a fallacy, but come on, I want to make something out of that. I want to make so many fucking albums out of that. I want to play with more bands. I want to have touring opportunities. I want to maybe play guitar with a band and then have my own solo project where I sing and stuff. And there's only my talent that's going to be useful for me to wager that stuff. And I'll actually take talent over exposure because honestly, I think talent is exposure. You know, I don't see all that many YouTube channels with people who really put in a lot of work and do great videos with great performances and great talent, great editing, great sound and stuff that have like 400 subscribers. You know, I think, you know, I think if you're good enough, your first video can not necessarily go viral, and I don't recommend that anybody, you know, spends 10 years and then makes their first video. You can just create all the time, but I think talent overweights exposure in extreme ways when you're a beginner musician. And I'd rather delay the videos by 6 months and just become like 10 times as talented, which, you know, I won't be 10 times as talented, but you know what I mean, like, I'll feel much more confident, and I think that's gonna come across as well. And I already feel a little bit more confident that now that I have that idea, and then now that I have a plan for myself, really, it's cool to have mid middle range plans like that, and I have some long term plans, and yeah, that's basically it. See ya in 6 months, and yeah, this video is going to be unlisted, so it's going to show up as it's been uploaded on the 8th of December 2020, but nobody's seen it before the like 7th or 8th of July 2021. Bye.